How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. So we're here today with the very first episode of Magi. So recently, as you, so some of you guys know, some of you guys who have been following the channel, you know that I recently did the Patreon poll, and this show won the Patreon poll. I mean, it drew technically, but then it won from the draws. So we're here today with Magi. Now, since it's the first episode, of course, you'll be able to watch full length, free, available to everyone. Usually it's a Patreon tier award, but for this video, because it's the very first episode, and first episode of new seasons, or first episode of new shows, always get full length for free. All you have to do is click in the description down below. I'll make it like the pinned comment or something, and you'll have to sync it with your own reference footage. Now, what do I know about Magi? Well, first of all, my history of Magi is very simple. Very simple. A long time ago, I wanted to start Magi alongside Gintama, because back then I think I saw everyone do like Magi manga reactions, and I was like, I'll check it out one day. I just kind of never just checked it out. So, you know, we're here now with the anime. So it's one of the shows that I've wanted to watch now for like 4 or 5 years or so, give or take. And I know people generally very much like it, so I'm very much interested to see, you know, how it is, how the show is. I know it's Arabian themed, but beyond that, I don't really know anything at all. So we'll kind of be going into this like completely blind. Well, the Arabian theme, I'm sure we're gonna like get to that like right away. So I'm guessing, you know, we're gonna be going into this completely blind. Besides that though, yeah, that's pretty much my whole knowledge with Magi. Like that's really it. That's really it. I wish I could say more. Like I could be like, yeah, you know what, I know this and that. You know, fair enough. Once we get to that, you know, that's gonna be that. But honestly, not. I just know it's Arabian themed, and I think that's it. The first one that comes to my mind when I think of it is like Aladdin. Really, that's what it really was. Aladdin. You know, the Disney version, of course. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I would just say let us get started. Let's see what this is all about. And if you're new here, if you don't know, basically the way this is gonna go, if you click on the description down below, there should be a schedule, an up-to-date schedule of like when the show will come out. It will be 1 episode a week. And we're going to be doing 2 seasons. I know there are 2 seasons of the anime. I know the anime isn't finished yet. We had that discussion recently on Discord. By the way, if you're not joining Discord, description link down below. But I know the show isn't finished yet. The anime since 2014 really there has been no continuation. So who knows if the show will ever be finished. Once we finish the 2 seasons, we'll see what we do. I might just, like, after that, I'll switch to the manga. That's a very good possibility. Or I might just wait. If like there's any news till then, but you know, if there isn't, I might just switch to the manga. So we'll see once we get there. We'll see once we cross that bridge. Once we get to the ending of season 2. But yeah, let's hop right in. Let's have some fun with Magi. Anyway, folks, we're gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they're dead. They're dead. Hey man, honestly, I'm assuming that's the end. Is that pre? Yeah, that's the preview. I'm assuming. Honestly, I really enjoyed this episode. I wasn't sure what I was gonna get into. All I knew was that, you know, people that I trust watched this or reacted to this a very long time ago. The manga, of course, as I said, a long time ago, like when I was 16. So like, you know. I'm too old, alright? I'm not even gonna, but a long time ago, alright? I saw people react to this, and I was like, one day I'll get to it. And you know what? Now that I'm actually watching it, I know I'm not reading it, because back then they were reacting to the manga, but now that I'm watching it, I have to say I'm really enjoying it. That was very fun, honestly. That reminded me of like, when I was like 14, 15, younger than that actually, and I just watched, you know, just funny stuff that had, you know, some plot going on, but I would always often watch it just for the sake of it being fun. You know, I'm talking about like when I was a kid, a young buck, alright, when I was like watching Pokemon. You know, there is a plot to it and everything, but like you just kind of watch it because it's fun, because it's cool. That's kind of what this reminded me of. Of course, you know, who knows how deep the plot will go, how deep the rabbit hole goes, but right now I just think it's a lot of fun. That's what it was. I just think it's a lot of fun. Now, of course, we'll see. We got introduced to the characters. Aladdin, who's got the magic vessel, the flute, which summons which summons Ugo. Uh, just comes out of it, massive blue djinn. Okay, so his goal is his goal, their goal, considering that they're both part of one, I guess if you want to call it that. They both have the same goal. Their goal is to get more vessels, more metal vessels. Now I don't know whether that's because of. Actually, let me just go back right to the beginning. But I don't know whether that's just because of him like wanting to unlock all the other djinns or whatever, or if it's like he grows in power from it. I don't know which one of them it would be. Like I don't know whether there are multiple of djinns. What's the plural of djinns? Djinns, I guess. I don't know whether there are multiple djinns, or whether there is, or whether it's just like all one being, if that makes sense. So that's going to be a big question. I mean, we know what the goal is, what the ambition is, but we don't know why. So I'm looking forward to seeing. Because in the beginning here, he's got a head. He doesn't have a head later on. We've not seen him with a head later on, so I'm not sure, if that's, if that's telling that, in the future, that's essentially the goal, to get more items, to get a head. Sounds strange. Sounds strange, all right. But what I'm saying makes sense, at least to me. I'm just very much interested. That's really what it boils. I'm just very much interested. That's really what it boils down to. The characters seem a lot of fun. There seems to be some political, if we're gonna call it political, there seems to be some political issues going on, obviously with the slavery and everything. My thing is this, right? I'm gonna say this right now. There is no point. There is no point. Looking at history and being like, we were so terrible. We were so terrible restricting one's freedoms. Because back then, we did a lot worse. Let's be totally honest here. There's a reason why we are where we are today, because of everything that's happened in the past. And if we didn't have all the hardships, if we didn't have all the terrible things in the past, we would not be where we are today. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, it's a product of its time. Cool. That's just the way I am. It's okay, cool. Doesn't mean that I want to see her. To join a group. Carrying all those lemons on her head. Okay, I wanted to join a group, and she did say, yo, screw that dude. All right, screw. What is his name? I've already forgotten his name. He's so irrelevant to me. When she grabbed the kid, right? They both fell. He could have just like, I got your heart. No, he went for his wine. Yo, I wish somebody pushed him down there. I really wish somebody pushed him down there. Now we were told about a Lord, Jamal. I'm probably butchering that name, Jamal. As some of you guys know, I take a long time with names. But we got to see him. He was there at the end too. He seemed not worried. And just because him being a young lord and him not being worried, to me makes me think that, he might have a metal vessel himself. That might be the case. He might have a djinn himself. That's my thought right now. Or he's just very capable in fighting ways, I guess, if you want to call it that, to be able to just be not worried at all of what he was seeing. Yeah. So there are these pillars that just appeared. They just appeared. Interesting. There's got to be a reason, right? Right? So they just appeared. I'm trying to think. Why would they just appear? Someone made a wish? Is that what it is? But why? Adventure? Is that what it is? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they would. I'm assuming we're gonna get a reason that why the pillars just appeared out of nowhere and just arrived hi, we're here. But yeah, they're going after Amos, not Amos. What am I saying? They're going after the pillar that starts with the 14th pillar. I forgot the name. Damn it! I was making a Game of Thrones joke earlier about a name. It starts with an A, has an M. I think we're looking it up. We're looking it up. All right. I don't want to hear. I don't want anyone to say, "Oh yeah, what's the name?" Just tell me the bloody name. The name. A. I'm just wondering, like, how did it just appear? I'm assuming, again, I'm assuming we're gonna get like a reason for that, but I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to come up with a reason. I'm trying to speculate here, but I just don't know. I don't know why. Also, why would he call it dungeon? Wouldn't a pillar be more accurate? I'm assuming like inside it's gotta be like a maze, so a dungeon would make sense. But like if I look at it, I'm thinking of a pillar. Like when I think of dungeon, I think of like underground. Maybe that's just because of my perception of how dungeons are. But the dungeons mysteriously appeared 14 years ago. So it's not the 14th dungeon, it appeared 14 years ago. Alright, I got that wrong too. Oh my. But yeah, just everywhere, in the middle of the oceans too. And basically says all your wishes. I'd go there for the adventure. I don't think I need the gold or all of that. I get why I get why Alibaba is so interested in that. Of course, I get why he's like, money can solve all the problems. Like, I mean, at the end, he was kind of like, whatever. And there was a point where he said something like, I don't want to make friends ever again. So clearly there is more. And then we got like a little, it was very brief, like a very tiny little flashback, it seemed like, of something that happened to him a long time ago. So I mean, we're definitely gonna go deeper. It's obviously only the first episode, so you know, we'll see. I like it. That's all I can say. I like it. We might be able to help your people. That's what he says. Okay, to find your people. Okay, so it's not about Ugo. It's about just finding more of his people. All right, that's cool. I like that. That's admirable. That's cool and admirable. I like that kind of like that kind of kind-hearted goal, kind-hearted ambition. Just be like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's have some fun. But I'm gonna help you people too. That's basically what it seemed like to me. I'm just trying to get the name right now. What was the name? It's just in the middle of the town. They probably built the town. Amon. That's what it is. Amon. Yeah, Maester Amon. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Maester Amon. So we're going after Amon. It appeared 10 years ago. So that's the 7th dungeon. So we don't know exactly how many there are. We know that they first appeared 14 years ago. This one specifically appeared 10 years ago, and it's the 7th dungeon. I'm trying to think. Is there like a number really associated with like Aladdin? 101? Are there going to be 101? That would be a lot. I don't think you'd be able to tell that in what, 50 episodes? That would be a lot. So I don't know. I can't think of a different number. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see. That was the first episode. Overall, first impressions, very, very good. Very, very fun. Just seems like a good mix of humor, as well as just like a little bit of like serious tones as well, you know, with the world surrounding them, which I always very much like. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. But that was the first episode. I'll see you all next time, everybody. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.